Peace be with you. This is Brother Saleh representing the Zeptepi Institute and continuing on our discussion about Heka, the source or center of Egyptian cultivation and society and their religious and spiritual system, because everything was connected for them. So I want to go back a little bit and talk more about our anatomy and how the chakras and energy centers that are in us, right? That the way that they develop is by the focus of attention on them. Now, it's real important because a lot of times, right, if I say the focus of attention and people don't really grasp what is really being said because they just look at attention being focused as being nothing, right? But think about this for a minute. Have you ever been put in a position where you got to speak in front of a crowd of people? Well, if you have, then when you stood up to speak and all the eyes of the people and their attention was directed to you, then all of a sudden your heart rate went up. You felt, your body became stimulated because an actual force, a cognitive force, the highest form of light was directed to you. That's human awareness. And it definitely affected everything about you. So our focus has great power. Science now knows that, like, if you are observing a particle of matter, then when you are not looking at it, it is a wave. But then when you are looking at it, it becomes a particle. So the focus, human awareness, human attention placed on something has a really powerful impact. So I'm telling you that when you begin to look into yourself and through the eye of your imagination, begin to see this energy center as a light that's expanding, right? As you practice this and do this and involve the diaphragmatic breathing that we talk about, the trance state, what you'll see is that you actually begin to bring online those energy centers. And you begin to experience, because once you have experience of something, it then is no longer a theory. It actually exists in you. And this is how you cultivate it. So many of the practices involve the visualization of this chakra or whatever it is you're doing with this chakra. And then it also involves the use of a word of power or a mantra, or that's what the word Heka also is associated with. This word, a vibratory word, that then with a tone affects that energy center. So really what you're doing is you're bringing together into operation faculties that are not usually operating together. So this means that your brain has to do something. It begins to rewire itself and its flow is changed, okay? And this is part of the evolutionary process that's associated with the spiritual system of our ancestors. The Heka, or this energy, or the Shekinah that comes forth, you are the Ark of the Covenant. You are that Ark. And the force and power comes from or through you. Brother Salih speaking to you once again from the Zeptepi Institute, and peace be with you.